Tommy Doyle returning to Wolves has quietly confirmed something Birmingham City supporters probably suspected for months. The club changed direction mid-season, and Doyle no longer fit where that direction was heading. A midfielder trusted heavily early in the campaign ended up watching from the bench once Birmingham prioritised mobility and physical intensity in the middle of the pitch. This comes after Doyle made 38 championship appearances during his loan spell, but only one start in the final 2 months. Wolves have now brought him back into first-team training following Birmingham's decision not to pursue a permanent deal after missing out on promotion. And that changes the conversation completely, because Doyle didn't suddenly become a worse footballer. The issue was stylistic. Early in the season, Birmingham wanted control through possession. Doyle suited that perfectly. He could receive under pressure, slow the game when needed, and progress play through clean passing angles. In matches where Birmingham dominated the ball, he often became the player connecting defence to attack. But football seasons evolve. Birmingham started leaning into a more direct approach after January, especially once John Solis arrived. Midfield became less about controlling tempo and more about winning territory quickly. You could see it in games where Birmingham bypassed central build-up entirely, looking for earlier forward passes and more aggressive second ball pressure higher up the pitch. That shift had practical consequences immediately. Doyle's minutes dropped because the team demanded something else physically. Players like Solis and Iwata could recover space faster during transitions, cover wider defensive zones, and keep intensity high when games became stretched. Doyle's strengths were still there, but the game around him had changed. And suddenly the problem becomes much bigger, because Birmingham now have to decide what type of midfield identity they actually trust long-term. Doyle's departure isn't just about one lone ending. It's evidence of a broader recruitment philosophy developing inside the club. Under a modern, data-driven structure, every midfield profile has to serve the intended style. Birmingham are clearly moving towards athleticism, vertical transitions, and more dynamic movement without the ball. That affects recruitment massively. It means technical security alone no longer guarantees value within the squad. That's why Doyle's situation matters strategically. He represented a different type of solution, a calmer profile capable of slowing momentum swings during difficult away matches. Someone who could absorb pressure rather than simply outrun it. Birmingham ultimately decided they valued physical flexibility more highly. From Wolves' perspective, though, the timing suddenly works in Doyle's favour. With changes expected in midfield after relegation, his profile becomes useful again. Rob Edwards already knows him well, and in a championship campaign where controlling matches matters as much as intensity, Doyle may fit naturally into what Wolves need next season. And that leaves Birmingham facing an uncomfortable question. Have they evolved towards a smarter tactical identity, or simply moved away from players who gave them control when matches became chaotic? Because this won't just shape one transfer window, it could define the kind of team Birmingham become when promotion pressure hits again next season.